Hey everybody. So I am in what is this, week 4 of my practicum. I am doing what's called the VCTC program for school. So what that is telebehavioral therapy. And sorry, I'm looking a little like just tired, like usual, right? And I have not done a video in a while. Well, actually, I did a video like a couple weeks ago, but I just haven't uploaded it yet. So I will make sure that I watch that and make sure that I am okay with uploading it. Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I had like bags under my eyes. It's insane. Like, I'm super tired. So, what has been going on? I have had my first few sessions. And let me just tell you, I was super duper nervous for my first session, like completely nervous. It's all online right now. Right now, it is just dealing with college student population. So it's the stresses related to getting through the program, the stresses of their life, and changing career paths for a lot of individuals. A lot of them are coming upon their own residencies. So there's a lot of what we call Skillville, where it's helping the students practice their skill sets for therapy. And then I have a class that I run on Wednesdays every other week. So um, I'm exhausted because then pretty soon the school is going to be introducing an outside organization that is working with the homeless population, I believe, in Baltimore, Maryland. And I'm really excited. Like, I'm nervous, but I'm excited because I can't wait for the challenge. Just as nervous as I was to do my first virtual therapy session. And then I was like, oh, like, I got this. I was super surprised because I was really nervous, but the client was really nervous themselves. So I think just them being nervous made me feel calmer because I didn't want them to have that energy that I might have been putting off onto them. So it allowed me to be a little bit more calm and collective in order to help reduce their anxiety. Um, so you will be surprised when you start doing sessions how many skills you recall and how natural you feel. If you guys have seen previous videos when I first started this program in 2017, it's 2019 now, dating the time, everybody. And I was just like ever nervous, anxiety ridden, beside myself, like, what am I doing? And so it's kind of like everything is coming full circle, all the stress and worry. I don't want to say it was not for nothing, because it definitely was for something. Because for me, it's kind of like a diamond. Like, it's like you're just the pressure, and pretty soon you're like a diamond in the rough, and you're always being worked on and polished to perfection. And so I really feel like in this moment, have I emerged as a diamond? Absolutely not. But am I still being buffed and polished so then that way I can go out into the world and really do what I intend to do to help other people? Absolutely. Um, the biggest takeaway that I have is that your clients really come to you really wanting your help. They're so nervous, so anxious that they're looking to you for help and true help. And so they're holding on to everything that you say. So that's why you have to be so careful about not just giving unsolicited advice. It's really hard when you're in these positions to feel like, okay, let me try and think of a resolution based thing to try and help them. Now, there is resolution based type therapeutic systems, but when you're first engaging with a client, you don't want to just jump to resolution. You want to explore and see what really is going on before you start choosing a path and helping the client come up with specific goals. You can come up with general goals, but obviously, as you proceed, those goals might change and they might even become something bigger than what you thought they were going to be and what the client thought that it was going to be. So, um, And yes, I'm in bed because I am working from my bed, and it's like 9:30 at night, and I just got off the phone with um, my site supervisor and sending out confirmations to clients, making sure that they're going to attend session tomorrow. So, with that being said, I just wanted to give a quick update. And so I am going to graduate, hopefully, fingers crossed, this year. Who knew from all the videos of me just like, that I would get here? There were so many times I wanted to quit. I wanted to give up. I still have those moments. Last semester, I completely had a breakdown. My body shut down. I was just a hot mess and I was not taking care of myself. And so, the one thing that I would say, especially as you go into your practicum and your interning, is get a calendar. Do not think that your cell phone or your tablet or whatever device you have is going to be sufficient enough. Trust me, you're going to want to go old school. Yeah, definitely are, because I have had so many things hooked up to my phone, blinging and chiming. Like, the things that pop up are at the same time that I might get email notifications, or that I have some other notification from an app and I might miss something that's pulling up that it's a calendar reminder. Just like I just recently missed my advising meeting, which I've never done. And I'm like, whoa, what? Um, and so I ended up getting a huge desk calendar that I hung on my wall. I just got it from Amazon. It's really cute. And I've written down everything. Get some sticky notes, some highlighters, do what you need to do to organize yourself, but just know the way you currently organize your life might not necessarily translate into how you need to organize your life when it comes to getting to your practicum and your interning. Because not only do I have stuff on my calendar as far as sessions that I have scheduled, but I also have, because this takes place in the telebehavioral setting, which is online, I have the meeting IDs to do the web conferences on a secure platform. I'm making sure that I'm supplying those IDs to the different clients that are attending. Um, and so you want to make sure you have that. Then on top of that, I am in my practicum class. And so I want to make sure I'm staying on top of the assignments that are due for that. And then next semester, I am doubling up for my last class. And that one is a state of Florida license required course, which is my addictions course. I already took my human sexuality course and career counseling course. Those were the ones where I had doubled up. So the addictions class will be the last one I double up. That will be at the end of practicum. So that will be spring 2. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to really just get in this process. I am still currently having to search for a site for entering. So unfortunately, I have not had success. And although I still have a ways to go, I really want to try and lock that down. Keep in mind that like you really want to try and work on getting these sites locked down as soon as possible. Um, Life and work and school had hindered me a lot from being as proactive as I would have liked to have been. So I'm kind of scurrying to try and get a placement. So you don't want to end up in that boat, but sometimes you can't help it, because not all the time do you get a reply back from a lot of sites. Sometimes the sites are hooked up to a local university and they filter in those students first. So there's just a lot of things that can occur that can prevent you from getting a site when you need one. But don't feel discouraged if that happens. Your school should work with you. And by working with you, like that's why I'm doing the telebehavioral therapy, or you can take a term off or a semester off. Um, and come back when you do have something that you have lined up. Your school's clinical site coordinator should be able to assist you. That doesn't always happen. So just be prepared to really do the work to get your placement as soon as possible. I cannot stress that enough. Let's see, what else am I missing? Oh, so the last week when I facilitated a class, it was really great. It was the first class of this program, so they were all students that this was only like their third week at that point in the program. So they were all really nervous. They didn't know what to expect. And I just remember being in their shoes. Well, not necessarily in their shoes, because when I started the program, the live discussions that I'm now facilitating did not exist until mid year of my second year, I believe, and none of us were for it. Like, I'll be honest, it's kind of hilarious because I definitely in my past videos was like, I hate live discussions, and here I am facilitating them. But I think the difference is that we were kind of just thrown into it at the last minute, and we had no warning, and it was just kind of slapped on our schedule, and it became such a headache because we were not warned in advance or told that this is a part of the program. But the students that are now coming into it, now that they've established it as a part of the curriculum, they're more open to the process because they know that it's coming. So that's the difference when you have a program that's currently still going through its growing pains. Sometimes, as a student that's been in the program for a while, you unfortunately have to go through some of the trial and errors before they decide on things. So it's kind of nice and weird at the same time to see how students are adjusting to the changes that the school has made that I've been a part of, kind of like the testing. And so, as far as I can tell, they're really open to it. I had my site supervisor reach out to me, and she said that one of the students that was in one of the classes wanted to do one-on-ones with me because she's just kind of nervous. It's a change of career, like mine is. And she really enjoyed session with me, which was a group session. So she wants to do one-on-ones with me, which I'm really grateful for because it'll give me one-on-one hours that I can log for my time. For practicum, you have to have 100 hours. And so that'll be really great to get those hours in, get the experience in, and be able to connect with somebody that's in the program as kind of like just somebody they can reach out to when they're in need. I think that I didn't really take advantage of this part of the program as much when I was in the early stages, only because it didn't fully exist. So I was more reliant upon other students that were at the same point as I was, or really just going back and forth with my advisor. So being able to have this aspect of the program is really beneficial, and hopefully you guys that are watching this, you have something in your school that allows you to practice your skills one-on-one with a facilitator or an advisor or another professor or something to that sort, to just kind of ease into this process, because it can be very draining. Like, as you guys can tell, like the bags are real under my eyes, and I'm just really exhausted. I haven't been able to do a workout, and God knows, I have no idea. Like, I used to work out all the time, and now I feel like a jigglypuff. Like, I'm so not into it. And I really like working out. And the guy that I'm dating, like, he's all into working out, but at the same time, like, he doesn't work full time and go to school full time. Like, he works full time, and he's always on go on that. But like, I just don't have the time or energy, because when I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and then I get home around 4 o'clock, usually I have a session in the next like 45 minutes. So what I've been trying to do is, like, if I go to the bathroom and wash my hands, I'll do like a couple sets of squats or lunges, or do some quick like arm weights or something like that. Just something to kind of get the blood flowing, because you really need to self-care. And at work, I did order a yoga ball, but I've been sitting on one of my friend's yoga balls at work just to kind of get some movement. So just try and make sure, if you're in the same situation or something totally different that's taking your time away from exercising and getting that mobility that you really need, even if you're not like a hashtag gym rat, it's still good to get up and get your body moving and get the blood circulating. Just try and fit it in any way you can. I mean, if that's just like doing a couple deep knee bends and doing a couple yoga poses, like just do that. It's really a great way to just kind of relax your body and your mind for a little bit, and it will separate your day. Like I need something that separates, like, okay, turn off my work brain and then turn on my therapy brain. And so that usually will help me do that. But yeah, I will do another update. Hopefully, the next update will be when I start working with the homeless population, and start doing some individual sessions with those people that are in the shelter. So that could be anything. I mean, there's no set um, issue with people that are in that demographic. Just like anything, anybody can come in your door at your office with any issues. So you have to be prepared for all things to be thrown at you. And I'm just trying to prepare as much mentally and physically as I can. Currently, I'm trying to do a fast. I've been really horrible. I know I talked about fasting in another video. I've been kind of horrible at fasting lately. I just think it's the stress of everything and just feeling like, okay, I have senioritis. I'm ready to go to the next phase in my life as far as my career. And, you know, it is what it is at this point. But you just have to work your way through what's going on in your life and then try and balance it with everything. It's really hard, but it can be done. Um, I just hope that you guys watch these videos and that hopefully I'm not scaring you too much from wanting to do this, because you do feel a sense of gratification after you're done. And sometimes you don't. You feel like, oh God, did I even help this person? Which is completely natural to feel like that because um, if you're a perfectionist or you're somebody that feels really accountable towards what you do and you have that passion and that drive, it's hard not to be hard on yourself. And with my supervisor, I'm kind of like working on that with her, on not being so critical and really taking ownership of the successes that I do. And so that's something I'm working on for myself, which is really hard because I do have an A-type personality. And probably you can tell by the way I talk, like I'm a fast talker, sometimes until I'm like super tired. And my brain is just always going. Like it's hard to turn off at night. Um, and so I'm just I'm ready. I'm ready to embark upon this journey in its full capacity with all the knowledge that I've obtained. And I just feel like it's do or die. Like either shit or get off of the pot. But yeah, so let me know what you guys are doing for the people that have been following me from the beginning. And kind of if you are in a program, starting a program, what's going on. And let me know if you guys have ever done telebehavioral health. I'm really curious since it's something that I'm doing right now that I've actually partaked in, not only on the side of being the counselor, but also on the side of being the client, for my own personal away from school therapy. So please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe and share the video. And I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.